Okay, let's see how she's doing to the right with all of this. Good girl. Oh, nice. Again, the whoa, patience, waiting for my cue. Super good. Oh, super. You are a very good girl. Oh, this was very location oriented. I asked for a whoa and she stopped there. That's where she got a click and a treat. So she was already stopping there in expectation of a click and a treat. And I coincided it. I like to practice different locations for these exercises. Let's try it again and then ask her to stop somewhere else. Oh. And instead of her coming in, I would rather that she just stops at the circle. Good girl. Good girl. Oh. Oh. Because she, oop, sorry sweetie. Because that depart was a little laborious, I didn't click for the canter depart. I asked for some duration and then brought her out of the canter with a whoa, and that's what I clicked for. Good girl. No, continue. You are a good girl. She figured that me saying good girl was already enough, but the cue is really the click. The good girl is an encouragement to keep doing what she's doing. That canter depart was far more immediate after my voice cue, deliberate, and that was very nice. That's why I clicked for it. Nice. This was also a very good one. That's why I clicked very soon. Just reaffirming the voice cue, reaffirming that just doing what I ask is immediately giving you your reward. Make the desirable easy, and when she fights it, when she struggles with it, when she does whatever it is that you're not asking for, then it takes longer before she gets reinforced. Super good. Oh, nice. Super. Here I am breaking it up again, just to make sure that she understands that this is about the cue and not, oh, now we are doing cantering, so I'm just going to canter. This canter depart wasn't great, so I didn't reinforce the canter or the canter depart. I reinforced the woe that took her out of the canter. Let's try that again. She's getting a little emotional there. Let's see if we can get a more quiet and deliberate canter depart to the right. Much better. Much, much better. Super. And because it was a much quieter, much more deliberate canter depart on my cue, I didn't ask for a lot of canter. She got immediately rewarded. Oh, nice. Just a reminder that we only canter when I ask for a canter. This was a cross canter. Again, cross cantered, also not on my cue. This one was correct. It was a correct canter, and also I did ask for it. When she gets all emotional, she also cross canters or fights the halter. Whereas when she departs into a nice canter off my cue, it is all far more quiet, and that's of course what we want. To the right is her more difficult side. Just like humans can be right-handed or left-handed, so horses usually have a side, a direction in which things are just easier for them, and so they don't have as much struggle and they don't get as emotional. And for all these 3 horses, going to the right is definitely a little bit more difficult. Nice. You see how quiet that canter depart was? Right on my cue. There was no struggling with the halter. There was no cross cantering. It was just a nice quiet canter depart. Very good. But that was to the left. And then when we try that to the right, which she's trying to avoid, oh, nice. You see her toss her head. It's a little bit more difficult for her. It wasn't a bad canter depart. She did respond, but she did have some head tossing. That's why I chose to use the canter to reinforce the whoa out of the canter rather than reinforcing her for the canter. You're a good girl. Oh, nice. Decent canter depart. I asked her, don't step into my space, please. There you go. She's getting a little distracted here. Maybe she's hearing something or seeing something. I'm not going to push it past the point. She already did quite good. And if I see that I am losing her mentally, I shouldn't be pushing it too much. I'm going to find a nice way to end the session. Maybe another canter to the left. She may just be reaching her saturation point as far as learning goes. And once she leaves mentally, it is not very constructive. But we always like to end the session on a good note. So let's see if we can hit that good note. Oh, nice. So she wasn't too responsive there on my cue for the canter. Got a little bracy, so I didn't click for the canter itself, but then she did have an immediate response coming out of the canter. Let's see if I can get one more deliberate canter depart. Much better. And that's what I immediately clicked for. If I can get something like this to the right, I'm happy for today. Good girl. That was half decent. Good girl. But you can see that she's getting a little restless here. So I really want to find a good moment to end the session. Not to get into trouble that I then have to fix. She didn't respond immediate, but she did eventually respond. There was some busyness there. Earlier this session we had a couple of better canter departs, but I may have to just be happy with what she's giving me right now, given that her state of mind is definitely changing. I'll leave the canter and I will end the session on a good note by just some transitions to the trot, to the right. Oh, nice. I'm gonna leave it at this. I'm going to do her feet once more. Super important to keep that going. She's doing quite good, but repetition is key for these kind of exercises.